What day are we even on for this bulk? I am losing count. We're in the 20s, I know that for sure. And my shoes are squeaking. I don't know whether you guys can hear that. But they are definitely squeaking and it is definitely irritating. But oh well, I like the shoes, so I'm going to continue to wear them. But that's besides the point. The point is, today is back and shoulders. And I'm looking forward to it. And I tell you what, my back, it's so slightly hurting from the last workout. Last night it definitely was. If I was hitting a pose, like an abs and thighs, Jesus Christ, my lats. It's crazy. I think this new style of training definitely is working, the lower volume, higher intensity, where I've been trying to just hit new weights every week or every couple of weeks. Because last week on back, I did move up on a few things and I can definitely feel it. And even on chest, yesterday, I would say I probably needed another day in between before I was fully recovered from the last chest workout. So maybe I ought to take that into account if I ever change my training split, maybe an extra day's rest in between, now that I'm training with a bit higher intensity. But last week, I do believe we got 130 kg lat pull down, we got 66 kg inner grip pull down, which I couldn't film, unfortunately. We got a 40 kg T-bar row, and then was it 27.5 on the seated row on either side, I think. And then just your typical lat pull over to finish off. So it is still high volume for the back. But I do love the inner grip pull downs. I can't get rid of them. They feel the best, in my opinion. The inner grip pull down, I just get a completely different stretch than I get on any other back movement. But yeah, so we'll be doing back first, I imagine. And then we'll be moving on over to shoulders. So we'll be kicking things off with rear delts, no doubt. Then with the side lateral raises. And then honestly, that might be it. Because I don't really know whether I need to do any shoulder pressing today. We'll see. If I've got time, then yes. Because today is another morning session. It is 9:10, I believe. And I do have college again at the same time as yesterday. So I'm not in a rush, but I definitely am time constricted. If you've got plenty of spare time, then maybe we'll do some shoulder press or front raises or something. But if not, then I'm not going to worry about it, because side and rear delts are definitely the most important ones to train, because they don't really get hit elsewhere. Rear delts do get hit when you're doing your rowing movements, but not as much as your front delts probably get hit when you're doing your chest pressing. So my front delts even today, they do hurt. Not in a bad way. It's definitely a good muscle cramp kind of pain, where from doing my what they call chest flies yesterday, because in all honesty, I went for 93 kg on chest flies and I was rounding the shoulders towards the end, so that might be a factor as to why. But I tell you what, let's get our mind out of the gym and more to the business side of things. I have got the new email created, so the new TikTok account will be getting put up tonight. But it was going to be done last night, and I know this is another excuse, and I've been full of them. But there was something a little bit more important. I just want to say, actually, thank you to everybody who's followed me along in my whole content journey from, Easter 2023 was when I started and posted my first ever TikTok. They got, I think, 3,000 views. And ever since then, it's just been going from strength to strength. And if I'd have told myself then that I, in 2 years' time, would be collaborating with 2K, the game developers for NBA and WWE, I'd have said, bullshit, you're an idiot. But that is what happened yesterday. I had a paid partnership to promote WWE 2K25, and it was my honour and my pleasure to do that. I often joke on my stream saying that, I'll never get a sponsorship from a company like that, because I'm so honest. I'm very, I don't know whether they've seen my Twitch streams, but I'm openly critical of the parts of the game I don't like. I'm not going to arse-lick and, ignore the aspects of the game that I don't think are very good or as good as they could be. So I am quite surprised that they chose me, but I'm very appreciative for that. And without every single one of you guys following me along these past 2 years, that would not have been possible, would it? So I do owe you guys a thank you for that. And hopefully there's more sponsorship deals to come in the future. Some dream sponsorships for me would be the likes of, a Gymshark or a Young LA clothing sponsor. And I eat my protein daily anyway, so I would happily endorse my protein. I love their products. Their protein like snack type things are really nice. So those would be the dream collaborations. But I was just thinking, actually, I might make a list of content creators slash, celebrities, influencers that I would love to actually collab with. My arm's killing. Jesus Christ, I'm not used to this. We'll switch arms. But yeah, I was just thinking, actually, I would love to collab with some like old school content creators. I mean, not even gym creators, more like the FIFA style that I used to watch, like AJ3 from Squad Builder Showdown. I'd love to just get a workout in with him. I don't even know whether he trains, but just some cool shit like that, There's a lot of bodybuilders I'd love to train with. Like, I saw Mike Thurston training with Kevin Levrone, and I was jealous. I love Kevin Levrone. I'm sure you guys have probably seen those edits on TikTok where it's like when me and bro finally decide to hop on, and it's like blimmin' Kevin Levrone there with "Baby Don't Stop the Music." That song, it's class. I love Kevin Levrone. Also, Gunther Schlierkamp. He was just happy to be there, wasn't he? When Triple H called out it was called like the challenge round, I'm pretty sure. And you had to pick a pose, and Gunther tried to pick Smile. And Triple H, if you don't know who Triple H is, for one, you've been living under a rock. And for two, he is now the head of creative at WWE, former WWE superstar. But he was actually a fan of bodybuilding, so he was kind of like the host of one of the Olympias, I think 2005. And 2004, I think, as well. And he called out the so-called challenge round. And it got to Gunther Schlierkamp. And Gunther just said, "Smile." And Triple H was like, "Smile's not an official pose, Gunther." And I just love Gunther Schlierkamp. He was just happy to be there. Just a happy guy. And I feel like the reincarnation of Gunther, despite him not being dead, it's probably the wrong term to use, but the next Gunther Schlierkamp is probably Urs. Urs just seems happy to be there. I saw him in Chris Bumstead's vlog at the Arnold Classic. Obviously, he didn't compete at that. He had a little bit of a rest ready for the Olympia in September, October, is it? But he was just happy to be there, the fat bear. He was looking big, though. He really was. He's been in the off season for a number of months now, and you can tell he's put the weight on, especially in his face. But I do like Urs. He was training with the Trent twins, wasn't he, a few weeks back? He's trained with Sulek. And I would love to have the honour to train with Urs Kalachensky as well. I mean, if I was going to have some early picks for the Olympia, Mike Sommerfeld's got to be the favourite, hasn't he, going into the Classic Physique Olympia? He really does. But I'm going to go ahead and call an upset. It's not going to be Ramon Dino. I don't think Wesley will even compete, because I do like Wesley Vissers, but I don't think he'll compete. I think Urs will take it. He got third last year. I think Urs taking some time off for the Arnold, getting ready for the Olympia. I think that'll benefit him. I think he's going to come in better than ever. And I think he takes number 1 spot and Mike Sommerfeld takes number 2. Probably Ramon Dino at number 3. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call him. For the open bodybuilding, it's probably between 3, isn't it? Between Hadi Choopan, who just sat out the Arnold Classic. So if I was using the same logic that I used to pick Urs, I'd probably pick Hadi Choopan. He's always got the conditioning as well. And then obviously the other two, the top 2 from the Arnold Classic, Samson Dowda and Derek Lunsford. Derek obviously just pipped Samson Dowda to it at the Arnold. So Samson will no doubt be looking for a revenge at the Olympia. And I think he'll get it. I'm going to back my fellow Brit, Samson Dowda. I think he's going to come back and retain his Olympia title. So my picks for the Olympia, Samson Dowda and Urs Kalachensky. I'd be very pleased if those were the outcome. But it's not to say I don't like the others. I'm a big Derek Lunsford fan. I like Mike Sommerfeld. So I would not be disheartened if those guys won again. The guys that won at the Arnold Classic, I'm a big fan of. There's no bodybuilders I really dislike, to be honest. I think I admire what they do in terms of putting in that amount of effort and dedication and consistency to their trade. It really is admirable. Obviously, the ones that kind of lie about stuff I don't really like, but at the same time, it's understandable to an extent because they want to retain the sponsorship deals and brand deals, don't they? So being open about steroid usage and all that sort of stuff would probably prevent that. So it's kind of a bit of a dilemma for them, I can imagine. But yeah, I do think Urs and Samson will win. I'm no pro, so I'm probably going to curse them and get it wrong, but let me know in the comments, who do you guys think are going to take home the Olympia titles this year? I really hope. There's been a rumour that Lee Priest, well, it's not a rumour, Lee Priest has, like reinstated his pro card. Now, why on earth would that be? I do hope Lee Priest makes a return to bodybuilding. I'm a big Lee Priest fan. He's just a proper straight shooter. He just says it how he is. Sorry, he says it how it is. I like Lee Priest, a typical Aussie. But if he returns, that would be like Kevin Leveron's return in, what was it, 2016, 2017? And I think Flex Wheeler returned around about the same time. Obviously, Lee Priest wouldn't win, but it'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it, how he looks in his old age. But no, Lee Priest really is one of the best of all time. I mean, considering he was a small guy, I think he was about 5'6", maybe even 5'4". He beat Ronnie Coleman, I think, 3 times. And Ronnie, obviously, a lot of people consider him the GOAT. So for Lee to do that, really impressive stuff. He really was great. I mean, you see the pictures of Lee Priest at 16, 17, my age. My God, he puts me to shame. And he says he was natural up until 19, and honestly, I believe him. Because he's very open about everything, so I don't see why he would lie about that. He must just have 1 in a million genetics. Like, seriously, at 17, he was absolutely massive. But he did start competing when he was 13, so, he'd already been training for about 4 or 5 years at that point. And he trained through his, adolescence, I suppose you could say, so maybe that gave him a bit of a boost. Testosterone flying about. That probably did help him, actually. But yeah, I would like to see him come back, even if it's just for 1 show. Because obviously at his age, it's going to be a little bit harder for him. Right, getting across this road here. Bear with me. Thank you. Perfect. Very nice gentleman let me across the road. Thank you, good sir. But that road always seems a daunting prospect to get across it, but quite often you get across within 30 seconds. And it's never too bad. I mean, I can imagine in big cities it's probably a lot harder to cross roads. There's some roads here that I don't like. Even as a driver, there's probably a few bad ones. Yeah, we got across safely, and that is the main thing. But we are approaching the gym. And in all honesty, I think I've said my piece today. I think I've said everything I want to say. So I will see you guys in the gym. We may actually have a training partner today. I'm not sure. Never actually trained with the guy, but he did yesterday say that he wanted to train back with me. So I don't know. Let's see. Are we going to be in there with another dude, or is it just going to be a solo back workout? I'll see you guys in there for probably some lat pull downs, and we'll see what the case is, whether I'm alone or not. See you guys in there. Okay, it is going to be a solo back session. We find ourselves here on the lat pull down. 2 warm-up sets complete, 120 kg loaded up. Let's go. Yep. Okay. 11 reps. Decent set. We got 130 kg last week for 6, so let's load up 130 again and see if we can't get around about 7 or 8, hopefully. A decent set to kick things off there. I say back's definitely one of the most strenuous things. I do notice when you go heavier, you do start getting your forearms involved. Probably should invest in some lifting straps to avoid that. Let me know in the comments, would you recommend lifting straps? Probably right. Okay, second and most likely final working set here. For the wide grip lat pull downs, 130 kg loaded up, plus 10 in the last set. Let's see, we got 6 last week, I believe, or like 5.5, so hopefully 6 or 7 is the goal here. We've got Cult of Personality, CM Punk, Living Colour, blasting through the AirPods. And I am foreseeing a good set. Let's go. starting to lose the grip towards the end. I was gripping on just on my fingers. Good set though. We got 7 reps. I think we move on to some inner grips, lower the weight a little bit. Try and get some more squeezing sets. I might not be able to film the inner grip pull downs again like last week because I'm right snap dab in the middle of the gym. Hopefully I can, if not, I'll see you lot for T-bar row. Okay, I've managed to hopefully get an angle here that works. I'll review the footage after this first set and see if it needs adjusting. But we've got some inner grip pull downs here. Pretty my favourite back exercise if I was gonna have to pick one. I do really enjoy these. We'll go 59 kg for the first working set of these. Inner grip. Let's go. Okay, I need this lower because I'm just flying up with my legs. There we go. Good set. Let's load up 66 for the second and probably final working set of inner grip lat pull downs. Okay, final working set here. Final set on inner grip pull downs. Let's go. 66 kg this time. Okay. Forearms definitely time to get involved, but nevertheless, decent sets of pull downs today. Time for T-bar row. Okay, I'm going to kind of switch things around here. I'm going to start with the top set. Heavy set first, then probably a lighter set for the second one. Kind of the opposite of what I've done there for inner grip lat pull downs. Perfect song though for a 40 kg T-bar row medal. Kurt Angle. You suck, as some people call it. Great theme song. Someone's put a bench right behind the T-bar, which is not ideal when you're stepping off it, but oh well. What are you going to do, brother? Couldn't help but get a Hulk Hogan impression in. Okay, let's go. Yep. I think I've definitely got like, what's it called, like flared ribs. They're definitely very prominent on my sternum. I can definitely feel it pushing against here. I mean, you guys can probably tell if I ever do a pause down the ribs, especially if I do like a kind of like vacuum. The ribs definitely stick out. It's just genetics, I guess. Nothing you can do about it. Hopefully I can overcome it, but not great for movements like this. I'm too tall for the T-bar row as well, but I do like it, so I shall continue doing it. Well, this song just got added to the playlist yesterday. I didn't know it was on Spotify. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin, Glass Shatters by Disturbed. Probably my favourite version of his theme song, the one with the words. The Heel song from 2001. I love it. And it's going to hopefully get me through this set here. A bit lighter, 35 kg. Let's go for a different grip as well. Yep. Honestly, that grip felt better. I think I might stick with that one going forward. I usually use this one, but that one actually felt quite good there. In fact, that's probably the best I've ever felt T-bar row. Pardon me. Good set. Now time for some seated rows. And then, if I'm feeling it, maybe some pullovers. But definitely seated rows up next. Okay, first working set here of seated rows. 25 kg. Single arm as well. Let's go. Oh, 12 repetitions. Same again. Okay, final working set of seated rows, 27.5 this time. Let's go. Nine reps. Time for some pullovers. We've got a guest here on the video. Do you want to introduce yourself?
No.
Come on.
I'm James, no.
Right. He's going to show
all
me.
I wanted to do was, all I said was this is a better attachment
My
than using
good
a
friend
straight
James
bar.
is about to show me the correct form for a lat pullover with this attachment. Go ahead.
Well, it's on a lower weight, so it's fine. So, you're going to, obviously, you take a step back.
Yep.
You're leaning out, and then you're going to have your arse sort of arched out like this.
Right. Wait, let me show the camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then your chest going to be flared. You're going to roll in like this with your chest sort of
Ooh,
flared
yeah.
out. Keep not. You can have your arms a little bit bent out to the side.
Yeah.
But when you come in, you don't want to change like the degree that your arms are at. So like, you don't want to like bend them like you're essentially doing triceps. And you just roll in like that.
So arse out, chest out.
Essentially, yeah. You should feel it in like your lower lat.
Well, listen closely, because this guy has got a PhD in sports science.
Does he now?
Or he will do.
Yeah, one day.
He will do one day.
I do 17 usually, so if you're getting your form right, just do like 12.5 or something.
Right, I'm gonna have a go. Try and follow the demonstration.
All right.
Right, arse out.
Yeah, and have a bit more arch back a bit more, yeah, like that.
Chest out.
Yeah. How's that? You feeling that?
Yeah. It's a bit light, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, buddy.
Bit light, buddy.
All right. Okay.
Right, let's up the weight. What do you do?
I do 17 usually, but
Right, I'll do 30 then. I'm joking. I'll do 17. Right, like that.
Yeah, spot on. How's that then?
Good.
Good.
Thank you for the advice.
No worries.
Have you heard of Dr. Mike Israetel?
Hmm?
Have you heard of Dr. Mike Israetel?
Nope.
Well, you're the next to him.
Oh, man. Okay.
Look him up.
I will. Alright, I'm gonna have to exit
I've
now.
done me set.
Alright, but I've got 8 minutes, so I need to be like leaving here.
He's in a rush.
I've got college.
He's going to his lab.
Look at that. Fancy, innit?
Good set. Well,
Right.
let's thank James for his expert advice.
Oh,
And he might
bloody
be in
hell,
the
this come
video
off.
tomorrow.
Will it?
If you want to be.
What time are you coming? What time are you coming?
Morning. 9, 10, half 10,
Reffing.
11.
I've got reffing.
You're reffing?
But
Fair enough.
I'll be here about 5
5?
p.m.
Right, well, I'll see you here, next week? What did you just say?
That's just the camera.
Oh, you said something dodgy. Right, James is departing. Final message.
Bye.
He's a man of very few words.
No, I've got lots of words to say. It's not to the bloody camera.
Not to the bloody camera, right. Now, what's he doing? You've taken me camera. Get back here. Bloody thief. See you later. Is that a good angle? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed James' little cameo there. Let's try and use his form advice again, because after all, he is a sports scientist, or a future sports scientist at least. Heads up the weight for one final set of these. So arse out, he said, chest out, arched back. Yep. Oh, okay. Good set. Move on to rear delts. Okay, it is time for rear delts back workout complete. Let's get this set up. Second stack, 3 kg. AirPods are out. We're raw dogging a rear delt workout. Let's go. Okay, 20 repetitions, Jesus. Let's up the weight slightly, try and find some donuts to put on it, make it a bit heavier. My rear delts are still on fire from that last set, but I can't rest any longer. We've got the same, but a little 1.1 kg donut on top, so about 4 kg here. Let's go. Let's do one more of those and then move on to lateral raises. Okay, final set on rear delts here, same weight. Let's try and get 16 repetitions again. Oh, God. Side delt time. Okay, first set, lat raises. Got the same weight we did on rear delts. Let's go. Nice light, kind of warm up set. Definitely need it heavier next time, this is far too light. Yeah, that is very light. Okay, let's go heavier for the next one. Right, a bit heavier here, 5.7. And then we'll do one more set after this, a bit heavier than this as well, hopefully. Let's go. Okay, one more set, and we'll call it a day. Okay, final set here of lat raises. We'll add a little bit of weight, a little donut to what we've had. Slightly concerned. I think this machine here is a bit sticky. My hand's sticky after that last set, and I've not been touching anywhere else. Fear not, but it's not ideal, is it? That is it. I'm not going to get a chance to do a pause down today. The gym is just too busy. But yeah, thank you again for watching the back and shoulder workout. Back again tomorrow for legs. Probably. Quads are hurting today, so we'll see. See you guys then. Can I keep that in?